What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So, we've seen some major movement in crypto recently, and I wanted to kind of talk about where things stand and why we're kind of seeing this movement. I did touch on a situation that happened earlier with CRO that I feel like could be a major portion of that, but also you could see some other information as well. But it all seems to be coming from really the government side of things. To kind of push everything up and see Bitcoin kind of release into its own world and be a bigger picture item, even though it's already a big picture item. So in this video, I want to talk about the biggest, honestly, the best thing that we can see for cryptocurrency, in my opinion. And I stated that this will be huge for crypto. It doesn't mean that it will happen immediately at the announcement, but more so towards the actual offering of that, and more and more acceptance as you see that happening for weeks to come. I'm being very vague, but if you guys could make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, if you guys want to check out the links for BTCC down below, feel free to check that link out. It honestly is a great platform that I've been using for quite some time now. And if you decide to use my link, you will get a 10% deposit bonus, as well as extra bonuses all the way up to $10,055. Don't forget about the 40% lower trading fees that you can have, as well as being able to trade 500x leverage. Now, not saying that you have to do that, but it is an opportunity to make more money as you can leverage trade. Just for instance, these are some of the trades that I put through recently. I have a trade for Ethereum, 10x, 10x for Caspa, 10x for AVAX, 2x for Jasmine, and a 3x for XRP. You can see XRP is up by 32% with that 3x that we have there. Jasmine coin is down by 13%. You're going to see AVAX is up by 155%. I put in $186 and I'm currently profiting $289. Same thing goes for Caspa, right? Caspa, sorry, I put in $115 and I'm currently up 248% or $288. And Ethereum, I'm up $463 off of my $202 investment. So this is where you can kind of use less money and make more money in the end, especially as you see the market rise. And just know the market hasn't risen a crazy amount. Ethereum's only at 2,700. Imagine when it gets to 4,000. Caspa is only at 8 cents. Imagine when it gets to 20 and 25 cents and the level of a dollar. AVAX also only at $19, which should be worth $30, $40, $50 by now. So seeing all of these movements and seeing the opportunity to leverage trade, BTCC offers that for you guys. So feel free to check it out. Again, the link is in the description. You do get a 10% deposit bonus when you specifically use my link. Now, all of the things that are happening right now, I believe, is because of governmental news. Trump's media or Trump media's new crypto blue chip ETF filing comes with a twist. Either way, right? Just seeing what that is, what the blue chip ETF for crypto really means is that traditionalists are now able to invest into a broader market cryptocurrency ETF, not necessarily just investing into Bitcoin. You got to understand this. When you have an ETF is kind of a combination of so many different companies and so many different sectors, right? Yes, you'll have certain sectors where you have the most that's invested in, right? You have some that's least, but mainly you'll have these sectors that really lead, and you'll have top companies that are in those sectors. Now, because of that, you're able to move consistently and you're able to invest into a broader market rather than investing into specific things there. So the same thing goes for cryptocurrency. I've always said for I don't even know how many years at this point, right? Ever since they really started talking about the ETFs and getting those launched and seeing Bitcoin ETF, Ethereum ETF, XRP ETF, whatever ETF, the single ETFs didn't matter to me. They're a bigger picture item or they're a big picture item, but the bigger picture item is the all-encompassing ETFs that invest you into the broader market. Traditionalists want to invest into what the market is going to do, not necessarily what an individual position is going to do, especially in crypto when it literally just flows with each other. But as you see consistent traditionalist investments into more broader ETFs, that's what really opens the door for a lot more consistent growth. So having this, right, the proposed fund dubbed the Crypto Blue Chip ETF aims to offer exposure to several high profile tokens, including Bitcoin, Ether, Solana, XRP, Kronos. So seeing this many that's included into one, that's where you get the broader market ETF. And just understanding that, just seeing that bigger picture item, even if it comes with any type of twist, you still know that that is what traditionalists want. And seeing that, in my opinion, is the reason why you see things like Bitcoin reach a, I believe, new all-time high today, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, let's scroll down here. So all-time high, May 22nd, 2025. So yes, it still didn't reach an all-time high, but it is approaching those levels. Today it got to 111,926. It did say on, I think it was Coinbase or it might have been crypto.com that it did break the all-time high. So maybe it was just on that platform. But it says here that the high point, last high point was in May, not in July. But either way, Bitcoin got to a higher level. We're looking at a 2% increase for Bitcoin, a 6% increase for Ethereum, a 5% increase for XRP. Solana seeing about a 4% increase. You're also seeing ADA that's up by 6%. I believe Kronos also saw a little bit of an uptick, if I could try and find it. It did see a little bit of an uptick, but I guess in the last 24 hours it still looks kind of flat because that uptick came prior to today. It was over 24 hours that we saw that kind of pick up. But the point is, this is the thing that will naturally explode crypto. Not necessarily just on the news, but on the actual implementation and people that are continually investing into it, right? The offering of that and people eating that up. I would eat it up, right? I want to invest into the broader market. I don't only want to invest into individual positions. I want to be one of the first to invest into a broader market ETF and consistently invest into those ETFs. Would love if I could find one that is a kind of a dividend paying one or an an APY that you get with it. Say if it's like staking or they're automatically staking it and you're getting paid a certain percentage, would love that. I would add that to my dividend portfolio and we would see that flourish based on the dividends that were being paid out. However, right now we're just in a place to where we are only seeing individual ETFs and the start to these all-encompassing broader market ETFs, which will be the biggest thing that we can have for cryptocurrency. Yes, XRP running to a whole nother level, having massive use case, huge. But just from an acceptance standpoint, this is way bigger. So I can't wait to see something like this. I can't wait to see more and more ETFs for a even broader market ETF. I can't wait for it. Let me know what you think about this. Am I right by saying that, or was I right by saying that this will be huge for cryptocurrency? Massive for cryptocurrency? Or am I wrong? Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Make sure you check out my link for BTCC down below. And also, in Patreon, I'm doing a whole get started with crypto. So if you're new to crypto, join that and watch it, and you'll get a bunch of different information on how to get started, how I got started, all of that stuff there. So I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.